Donnelly here, the Family Fitness Guru. Just wanted to show you real quickly an easy way to make preparations for boiling eggs, so you can have some quick protein in the refrigerator whenever you need to grab and go. So I'm going to show you, I have a little Hot Shots faucet here, and this is like an instant hot water. Now if you don't have this, you don't have to do something like this, but what this does is it keeps the water warm, actually pretty hot, and it reduces the boiling time, so it kind of reduces extra time and energy in the back end. But you know, if you wanted to, you can always microwave the water or just let it boil naturally from however it comes out in your tap. I probably would not recommend using hot tap water, as I think that might have a lot of extra things in it, which maybe doesn't really matter if you're boiling eggs. But at any rate, I'm filling this up with hot tap water, probably about 8 to 10 cups. So this is a 2-cup measuring cup right now. And I'm just going to put enough water in here so that it covers the eggs as I put them in. I think I'll be able to fit in about 16 or so eggs. And I like to use a combination of white, because I use the white eggs. They're cheap eggs. I get them for like $1.70 at the drugstore. I don't use the yolks in those cases, because the yolks are where the toxins could be trapped in a chicken egg, where maybe they use chemicals or antibiotics and things to feed to the chicken. So I think you're pretty safe. It's just a theory of mine. If you use cheap eggs, just use the egg whites. And these are right from the refrigerator, by the way, so I'm just placing them in here. The water's nice and warm. You can see they're already starting to do a little cooking here as the eggs are bubbling just a touch. I think I'll add like maybe 1 or 2 more white. Whoops! I just cracked that one. That'll be for my omelet in a minute. 1 or 2 more white eggs. And now this, don't let the label fool you here. These eggs are from a chicken farm I picked up a little earlier, maybe a week or 2 ago. And so these are what I'm going to use, the whole egg. I eat the yolk in this case, and I think I could squeeze in 1 more. Oh, this one is cracked, so I'm going to use that for my omelet. All right, I think I could fit 1 more white in here. And then what I'm going to do next is take this to the stove, and I'm going to boil it on high. I'm going to get it to a boil, and then I'm going to turn off the stove just as it reaches a boil, and I'm just going to I'm going to remove it from the burner, and I'm going to let the pot sit there with the lid on it for 20 minutes or so, and then just remove the lid and let it cool down, and the eggs will be done. So I'll show you that in a little bit. Alright, while I'm at it, I'm going to show you my eggs are not boiling yet, so I'm just leaving them be. This is my omelet, which I've cracked all the eggs that I need. I've got 5 egg whites and 1 good pastured chicken egg. See how beautiful and yellow and orangey that yolk is? I mean, that's a good quality egg. And another little tip here is that you know you've got a good egg when the shell is really hard to break. I am going to add about 1/4 cup of onion, chopped onion, to my omelet. But before I forget, I'm going back here to get my handy dandy spatula. I'm going to break that yolk up, okay? So it's a little quicker to cook. That's one of the last things to cook on the egg. And then I'm going to add about 1 cup of kale here. Look at this. Organic kale. I chopped it up. Look at that. Now it's going to cook down a little bit. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my lid. Wherever did my lid go? Oh, where did my little lid go? I thought I had it. Of course, I'm going to find it as soon as I turn off the camera. Here it is. Well, at any rate, the lid's going on. It's going to continue to cook. It's on like a medium-low heat. I might turn that burner down just a touch here. Just a little touch. I'm turning down the wrong burner. All right. Got a little froggy in my throat. All right, so here we go. I turn the burner down. I'm going to let it cook a little bit more, and so it'll kind of convect with the lid on there and steam the top portion of the omelet. And in the meantime, this is taking its time. You know, it usually does. There's a lot of water in here and a lot of eggs. I'm going to turn up that burner just a touch. If you have gas burners, one little rule of thumb is not to turn the the gas on to such an extent where the flame extends past the pot. That's excessive, it's dangerous, and you use too much energy actually when you do that. So while these things are cooking up, I'm going to turn this off, and I'll touch base with you in a minute.